What do you do when your channels are just not really moving? Well, what you're doing right now. You're in the right place at the right time. This is Shop Talk. And it's our Sunday edition of Shop Talk. And friends, we had such great feedback on our last Q&A. Y'all, we're taking it straight on back to the basics, helping creators to level up their YouTube channel. Friends, every episode of Shop Talk is live creator Q&A. So let's just get right on into it because y'all, we've got a members only prize pick happening right after this live stream. So stick and stay with KendyK all day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us. So let's get right over. I appreciate those who have emailed me their questions, or you can drop them in the comments. If you are a recent viewer or a subscriber, then you probably received my post about this Sunday edition of Shop Talk. I invite you always to leave your questions there as well. It'll give me an opportunity to make sure that I prepare the best answer for your question. I can already preload it and give us all a visual and make sure that I shout out your channel in the process. Thank you all for joining me. It's KendyK. I'm KendyK all day. Thank you all for being here. Let's get this first question, and then I'll start welcoming in the Content Creator Collective. But if you are already down in the comments, don't forget to share out your channel link, and don't forget to tell us a little bit about your channel. What is your niche? That simply means what kind of content do you create on your channel? Super exciting Sunday edition of Shop Talk. It's a Q&A. Our help desk is open. First question coming in. What matters more, the title, the thumbnail, or the hashtags? Well, this is a great question. This is a very common question from new and small creators alike. I would tell you that they're all important. If you're trying to get the most viewers and watchers on your content. Viewers and watchers. And can I say this too? If you're trying to get the click, because those are all different things. If the first thing we want folks to do is we want them to see our stellar thumbnail, the image, and that thumbnail always has a few words. If you have too many words, then folks really, their eyes kind of go, So make sure that you give them a good focal point, one focal point, and a few key words. Just a few, KendyK? Yes, just a few key words on that thumbnail so that our eye is drawn to the image, and we'll use those few keywords. 3 to 5 keywords is really good, amount of keywords, and that will help us to focus in, and we'll say, oh, wow, let me see what they're talking about. I want more. Let me see. And that'll get you the click. Is your great thumbnail. And then you want to make sure that you have a great title. You want to make sure you have a great title. The title is the words. They are the words next to or below your thumbnail, depending upon the device that viewers are using to access YouTube. Sometimes that long title, and friends, you can have up to 100 characters in a title. But friends, if folks are going to be primarily watching your content on the vertical from their phone, you want to make sure that that title can fit in about 60 characters or less. So put your most important keywords at the beginning of your title. If you do end up using all 100 characters, and friends, sometimes I do use all 100 characters, but even though folks may not be able to see it because what's going to happen, their device might truncate that title, then they're going to, the supercomputers, the YouTube algorithm will still be able to read all 100 characters. And that is super important, friends, because you want the supercomputers to read all of your title, because then the YouTube supercomputers will know exactly who to put your content out to. Did you know that your thumbnail, just because you create a video or upload a live or go live, it does not mean that your content will be made available to all viewers across the globe? No, YouTube needs your help. They need you to give them a really good title plus a thumbnail and include a few hashtags. At least 3 hashtags will do it. But friends, you can even add up to about 10 hashtags. Make sure that they're all related and make sure that they directly speak to the content that you're about to tell us about, or you're about to upload, or you're about to talk about during your live stream. So what matters more? I think they're all super important. Your title, your thumbnail, and your hashtags. Let's welcome in some of these great content creators. We want to welcome in Slim Jim, a Longfoot. Y'all, he's the GOAT, 1408. Otherwise known to us in these YouTube streets as Slim Jim Longfoot. Y'all, he's got a great channel. He is a very gifted artist and graphic artist. Check out his channel. Check out his content. And thank you for taking us out in the YouTube street, in the real streets, I should say, Slim Jim Longfoot. We want to welcome back Sandra James. Hi, friend. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday edition. And there's a new friend that has joined our community. It's Caring for Others and Me. What a great YouTube channel name. Caring for Others and for Me. She's a lady of a particular age. And that means she's way too grown for you to be asking her how old she is. I love the way that you're showing up in the YouTube streets, caring for others and me. Welcome to ShopTalk. We want to welcome y'all, Gemini Diva. Gemini Diva, thank you for joining us. Thank you for helping us to moderate this stream. And thank you for being the first member of KendyK's crew and core crew. And just thank you for everything. And happy birthday, Diva. And Gemini Diva, I've got something special planned for you during our prize pick this month. And the prize pick is happening right after this episode of Shop Talk. Yeah, it's a Q&A, so go ahead and drop your questions now. And we want to welcome, hey there, Vicky's World of Chaos. Hi, friend, the Real Sync One. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And here's another one of our good friends. Thank you for joining us, Benjamin. Great for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We want to welcome back Life with Wanda 5537. This time last week, Life with Wanda was our creator spotlight. Yes, we had a very good interview with and learned all about Life with Wanda and her channel. I see creators chiming in. We want to welcome Monique Poe. Did y'all see Monique Poe live earlier today? I just missed the her live, but I was first on the replay. Yay! I was first on the replay. I enjoyed that time. And Monique was outside with her family. So y'all make sure you check on Monique Poe and check on her content. She did a live stream today. It's always great to see Monique Poe when she is live. There she is. It's Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you all for joining us. And y'all, let's get back to those questions. Go ahead and drop your questions now, y'all. We're not going to be here long today because we've got to get to our prizes. Yes. Great question here coming in from our friend Claire, the missing link. Thank you for all the great questions, Claire. Why do people click my videos but leave quickly? Well, that means that there's something that might be a disconnect. You might have showed us a stellar thumbnail and great title, and we immediately clicked on in there. But then when we got to your content, your live stream, or the actual long form video that you uploaded, either or, there's something there we didn't like. The viewers did not like. Maybe you were speaking too slow. Maybe you did some clickbait, right? Maybe you gave them the stellar thumbnail and then there wasn't much there when they went to watch your video. Wah, wah. Or maybe they, yeah, maybe they clicked away because there was something else that caught their interest. Friends, it's so important for you to put out your best content every time you upload a long form video or you go live. Make sure that you're well prepared. I was watching a YouTuber today and they said, hey, well, friends, I'm going to be a few minutes. Like they started their live stream and then they said, I'm going to be a few minutes doing all the things that I do. And then we're going to start the live. Well, why did you start the live if you weren't really ready to start the live? Because ain't nobody got time to wait for you. Friends, people have a whole wide, endless YouTube that is available to them globally. And friends, if you are busy shucking and jiving and doing all the things that you want to do before you actually start your live stream, let me tell you what KendyK, as a lady of a particular age, is going to do. I will see you later. Deuces. As a young folk would say, deuces. That means ain't nobody got time for it. Ain't nobody got time for that, y'all. But it is very common for folks to click into your content and then click away just as fast. You want to try to really make sure that your first 30 seconds will really grab viewers in, and you want to make sure that you talk in the first 30 seconds as many of the keywords as you can. Like at least repeat your title. You gave it a title, so you might as well repeat it. Or did you not give your content a title? Why, content creators, are we making that mistake? We are creating live streams. We're starting live streams and not taking the time before we hit go live to create a title, a thumbnail, and at least 3 hashtags. Go ahead and drop 10 in. Then the YouTube supercomputer will find the best 3 that match your title. And the reason why we use those hashtags, friends, is because that helps the YouTube supercomputers find the right audience for your content. If you don't give them any help, then you're not going to get very many impressions. KendyK, what in the world are you talking about? What are impressions? Impressions are the number of times that your content is put on viewers' devices all over the globe, okay? And sometimes that's down in the hundreds. Sometimes it's not even 100 times. In the whole wide world, you mean YouTube only showed my content to 100 people? No, maybe they only showed it to 50 people all over the world. You know why? Because you didn't have a title on it. You didn't have any hashtags with it. And you didn't even include a thumbnail. So all we knew about your content coming our way, all we knew was this. KendyK. KendyK what? KendyK what? Right? Take some time. Make some time. And I bet you, I promise you that if you create a thumbnail, if you put a title on it, and you think about what are my keywords, the hashtags that you can choose right away are the keywords from your title. Thank you all for being here for this episode of ShopTalk. It's a creator help desk. And that's what we do here for every episode of ShopTalk is creators helping creators. Let's welcome in some more creators. Hey there, Mickey's Adventures. Lala is giving us some pro tips, and y'all, Lala has been in these YouTube streets for quite a while now, y'all. She is right on the cusp of monetization, and y'all, we can do our part to support Lala. I love your podcast, Lala, because I can just put my earbuds in my ears and I can just listen as I'm doing my work during the work week, or as I'm just relaxing and cleaning house, doing laundry. I can just be listening to my high vibe coach. She's my high vibe coach. Is she yours? Y'all, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. KendyK highly recommends Lala, the high vibe coach. Lala says, yep. Make sure that when you do a long form video or a live stream, would you make sure that you stay on topic? Yeah, because when you don't, that's another reason why Lala is giving us an answer as well. And that's what we do. The content creator rings right on into these questions as well. Because why? We're all creators. We're all here to grow our channels to and through monetization. It's monetization and beyond. Absolutely. Lala. Lala. See, this is why I vibe with Lala, the high vibe coach. Lala says, don't just start a live stream. Friends, I'm gonna let you read Lala's words. In fact, though, I need to read them too because the supercomputers are listening to me and reading the Lala's comments. Don't live stream just to read the chat. Friends, it's called YouTube for a reason. You are the talent. You are the you in YouTube. Friends, we want to do more than just friends. You are the you in YouTube. You are the most valuable player on your channel. So we're chiming in. We're locked in to your content. You've caught our attention. Now, what are you going to do with it? And I'm like, Lala, I agree. Nothing wrong with reading comments. I share comments all the time. But yeah, I'm probably going to click away really quickly when all you're doing is just reading folks' comments. And some folks don't even put them up on the screen. Everybody has, you can, that's the benefit of YouTube. You get to be your own producer, a director, and you are the star of the show. Yes, you and what you do on your YouTube channel makes you the star of the show. Thank you all for being here for this edition of Shop Talk. Look, we got some strong opinions here. Gemini Diva 79 says, I agree with Lala on that. And friends, I'm going back up because I want to introduce you to a content creator who is just starting their channel. It's Caring for Others and Me. And she did exactly what she should do, because that's what we do for every episode of Shop Talk. It's a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, and to grow their channels. And I invite you to go ahead and continue to share out your channel links. You can do that all your own. And my moderators will help you get started if you are new to us. And let's hear a little bit about Caring for Others and Me and the kind of content that she creates on her channel. My channel is all about my GLP-1 wellness journey. I have been a caregiver for the past 37 years, and now I am choosing to care for my own health. Ooh, what a powerful statement. I'm locked in, and I'm already a subscriber. Yes, I'm still a caregiver for her spouse. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Now we know exactly what kind of content you put out on your channel, and I am locked in because at this stage in my life, as a woman of 50, I am supporting my mother, who is 77. And guess what? KendyK's mommy has a birthday this month, and she will be 78 by the grace of God. Yeah, but so I know exactly what that's like. Caring for others and me. I know exactly what that's like to be a caregiver because I'm acting as one of my mom's caregivers. Yes. Thank you for sharing a little bit about your niche. And niche is just a fancy word. It rhymes with geesh, your niche. Y'all, I don't know. I did have one little old cup of coffee today, so I don't know what's going on. But let me slow it down. Niche rhymes with the word geesh, and it simply describes what kind of content are you creating on your channel. Thank you all for being here for this Sunday edition of Shop Talk. Ooh, I love that. The stats says this is the way to get it done, friends. I try to make my content the star of my show. The stats, I would love for you to drop down in those comments and share a little bit more about your channel so I can pop it up on the screen. Now, this is a great space. It's a welcoming space. Oh, the stats, you're absolutely welcome, my friend. Friends, that's what we do over here. When I say this is a safe space for new and small content creators, I do mean just that. This is a safe space for you to connect, collaborate, and grow your channel. So make sure that you tell us a little bit about your channel. Y'all, the Content Creator Collective has some very strong opinions about this idea of making sure that when you go live, if you choose to do live streams on your channel, and I highly recommend you do that in 2026, that's one way to level up as a YouTube channel. Once you get 50 subscribers, then you can go live using your cell phone on your channel. Once you get 50 subscribers, you've got to do the little phone authorization, and they're going to check the validity of you and know who you are before they allow you to live stream. But you'll be able to live stream then from your phone, from your smartphone, as a content creator as soon as you have 50 subscribers. Here's a little pro tip. But if you want to get a little practice in, you can go live with someone else even before you have 50 subscribers. Yes, you can be live on someone else's channel, and you can do what we call collaborate and go live on their channel even before you have 50 subscribers. The stats agrees. Yes, have a plan and a purpose for your live streams. Yes. I was watching Monique Poe earlier today. She did a live stream. She was out at the park with her family. What a perfect opportunity to go live, because it might be raining in my part of the country. It might be raining in my part of the world. It might be pitch black dark out in someone else's part of the world. So we get a bird's eye view when we look behind Monique Poe and we see her out at the park enjoying a birthday party for her grandbaby. Friends, Monique went right over there to the splash pad, found out how much it cost, what days of operation they had, when you could rent that, if you live in Monique's community. She got all that information for us. She told us about her baskets. She was entertaining questions and commenting with her viewers, her subscribers, all of the things. The way Monique Poe expertly handled that live stream was amazing. And I said, get it, Monique. Yes, ma'am. Get it, Monique. Monique, you did that, friend. 10 out of 10 for me, friends. 10 out of 10. Y'all, Monique is in the basket community. She makes beautiful hand curated baskets. And friends, we know Father's Day is coming up. She shared with you. I want y'all to go back over and check out her live stream, though, because she gave us some inside information about what her favorite holiday is for creating baskets, like Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of the things. She creates baskets. If you even have like a corporate event, she can do custom baskets for your business. Okay. If you have a special birthday for someone coming up, anniversary baskets, she just does baskets, and they're always amazing. They're gorgeous. But friends, she also gets the deals, right? She knows how we're going up in Dollar Tree spending more money. Now they want us to pay $3. Now they want us to pay $7. Yes, y'all, $7 in Dollar Tree. Friends, Monique knows how to go in there and get stuff for 50 cents in the Dollar Tree. Have you ever gone in the Dollar Tree and picked up something for 50 cents? She does it in the Dollar General too. She's a penny shopper too. Yeah, Monique, that's the kind of content. That's her niche. That's the kind of content that she creates on her channel. But let's get back to the meat of the matter. Let's look for more questions. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and put a Q in front of your comment, and make sure that you put a question mark at the end. The stat says they monetize your channel to grab the pennies YouTube keeps, and they gifted away. Gave $150 to Citrus Animal Shelter and have about $150 in ad pennies to get this next time. I'm not sure where to yet. You're doing YouTube for fun. I can tell you this, friends, YouTube is a whole lot more fun when you're getting some ad revenue. And funny you should mention $150 because we have one of the prizes today is valued at $150. Y'all better stick and stay. It's coming up next. It's coming up next. We want to welcome in Reset with Cece. Welcome back, friend. And it looks like Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey has joined us in the live stream as well. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let's get back to another question, and I'll be back to check on the comments in just a second. I want to make sure that I'm honoring those who emailed me their comment or dropped it down in my community post before this live stream. Here's one. How do I know if my thumbnail is working? How do you know your thumbnail is working? Well, friends, in case, just to make it sure everyone is on the same page here, your thumbnail is the picture. And typically that picture, the image that we look on, that's how we get into your content, your long format videos or your live streams. It's the image that we tap on or click on. And friends, how do you know if it's working? Because you got the click. Because you got the click, and the click will equal a view. The click equals a view. And then YouTube keeps a metric called the click-through rate. How do you know if your thumbnail is working? You get the click. That means you have some views on it. And then YouTube creates a percentage based on how many people saw your thumbnail, how many impressions they put out of your thumbnail around the globe, and then how many people actually clicked on your thumbnail. And that thumbnail, that's why we say you should put a few words on your thumbnail. YouTube keeps track of that using a metric called the CTR, the click-through rate. That's how you would know if your thumbnail is working. Look at the click-through rate. And friends, if you have a click-through rate, as a new content creator, your click-through rate, well, hopefully your click-through rate is somewhere between 2 and 3%. If it's higher than that, give yourself a pat on the back. If you are creating thumbnails that get you a click-through rate higher than 3%, like you get to 4% or higher, give yourself a big old pat on the back, because that means once you get to 4%, the YouTube supercomputers are churning up and they're taking that as positive signals. If 4% of folks have clicked on your content based on the impressions that they put out of your thumbnail, if 4% of folks clicked, then that means that folks are liking what they're seeing. Now, the other thing, though, that comes with that is, are they sticking and staying? And friends, that is one of the most important metrics, the watch session. How long are folks staying on your content? Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day, and this is our YouTube Creator Help and Hotline. Thank you for being here. I am going through, making sure I am not missing. Thank you, Mickey's Adventures. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, because that sends positive engagement signals into the YouTube supercomputer, meaning that folks are liking this content. And thank you, Mickey's Adventures. See what we do? That's what we do for every episode of Shop Talk. It really is about creators helping creators. Y'all check out Mickey's Adventures. Okay, here's the stats. Stats says, KendyK, I met you at Blessed to Crochet and at Cajun Roots reseller. Absolutely. Thank you for helping me to make that connection. Those are two of my channel members, Blessed to Crochet and Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny's channel. Ooh, 20-year anniversary on YouTube? You have been on YouTube for 20 years? First of all, I hope I'm reading this right. Give us more information. Tell us more. Tell us more, stats. You have, I did not even know YouTube had been around for 20 years. You're telling me something new. And y'all, that's how you know KendyK is still a new but growing content creator with a little over 5,000 subscribers. Y'all, my next goal is 10,000 subscribers. Thank you all who are already joined KendyK's crew and my core crew members. And y'all, if you're interested in leveling up and moving from subscriber to a membership on my channel, don't forget to click the join button below this video. Thank you all for being here. Gemini Diva says, I'm learning something new every day. We want to welcome back. It's our guy, Jerry G. Welcome in, Jerry G. Jerry G. I was watching you, Jerry G. Y'all, Jerry G is all, he just celebrated 1,200 subscribers during our Sunday, May Channel Wins episode of Shop Talk last Sunday. And friends, he's almost 1,300 subscribers. Friends, you better get connected. If you're not connected, y'all connect with Jerry G. He's from Mississippi, and we love how you show up in the YouTube streets, Jerry G. Y'all, but also connect with this content as well, y'all. And if you like the vibe, I know you know what to do. Subscribe. And y'all, Jerry G is reminding us again that next Sunday is your birthday. Yeah, thank you for reminding us of that, Jerry G. Y'all, we're family over here. We're family, no pretense. And y'all, we just kind people sharing what we are learning about our YouTube journeys, y'all. I've been fully monetized since August of 2025. And y'all, I started my YouTube channel. Once I got up to about 200 subscribers, I was able to fully monetize, starting with a little over 200 subscribers, all the way to 1,000 subscribers to fully monetize in just 6 months using just my iPhone. Yes. And you can too. Friends, I was a woman of a particular age, 49 years old, when I became a fully monetized content creator. I'm now 50, friends, and I am enjoying the journey. Still learning so much. Did you know that YouTube considers any content creator with fewer than 500,000 subscribers? Yes. If you have fewer than 500,000 subscribers, YouTube considers you a small content creator. But friends, that's what makes you eligible for the YouTube Hype program. Friends, once you reach initial monetization, your content will be eligible to be hyped. And I've got several videos about that, and I'll make sure to put a link in the description box, in the comments, in the pinned comments after this live stream to tell you more about the Hype program. Jerry G is updating us. And Sammy's welcome, Sammy. How are you, friend? Sammy is a new content creator with 136 subscribers. And Sammy, don't sleep on those 136 kind humans who have said, I like what Sammy is putting out. So Sammy, it could be 1 subscriber, but instead it's 136. Sammy, why don't you do this? My moderators are going to help you to connect and put out your own channel link down in the comments today. And then would you take a few lines and would you share with us what kind of content you're putting out on your channel? That always helps as well. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day. So we're going to go ahead and put this new creator. She's also a new creator, just started her YouTube channel, but that channel is growing and growing and growing. Caring for others and me, y'all, that is the key word. That's, you just type those two small words, put them together, type them exactly as Caring for Others and Me has put them on the screen there, and then you will be sharing out your channel link with the world, Now, thank you for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. If you have any questions as a YouTube content creator, go ahead and share those questions now, and I'll get them put up on the screen. Yeah, no capital letters, no spaces, exactly as Caring for Others and Me has put it on the screen. Thank you. Hey there, Kyle Vlog. Welcome in, friend. It's that guy, y'all. Kyle Vlog. So here's a question. What should I put in my description box? That's a great question, actually. In your first two lines, you want to think of your description box. First of all, they allow you some 5,000 characters in the description box, meaning the more information you put there, the more information you are feeding to the algorithm, which is a system of supercomputers that are connected by global positioned satellites all over the world. And you literally have 5,000 characters allowed to you for every one of your uploads, your long form videos or your live streams, for you to share information about that content. And some of you leave it absolutely blank. And that's why your content is wah as far as views. Friends, let me share with you. Let's go ahead and preview. At this moment, I've got to plug in the laptop. Feast your eyes on that, my friends. Feast your eyes on that. Because we are getting ready to come down from Shop Talk, and we're getting ready to go into our members only prize pick for members of KendyK's crew. But you're invited to come and join the fun with us. Friends, our smallest prize is going to be a $20 holla in honor of Amazon Prime Week coming up June 23rd through 26th at the end of the month at KendyK. And y'all, it's just going to start at $20 in the form of an Amazon gift card. But friend, we're going to be spinning that wheel. So, you know, every time I land on that boost, we're going to boost that price by $5. Absolutely, we are. Who's going to be the winner of the $20 Amazon gift card? But who's to say how far we're going to be able to boost that thing? Absolutely. And then one of our gifts and friends it's called Pretty. I named it Pretty Little Things. It's a gift set. And friends, these are just a few of the things that you're going to get in that gift set. And more than anything, friends, you're going to get a whole bunch of surprises when you receive that gift set to your home. Yes. So the Amazon gift card will be a digital gift, but the Pretty Little Things, you're going to get that in a box to your P.O. box or to your mailing address. Thank you, Lala. Lala says, KendyK, y'all. Thank you, Lala. Thank you for being you in these YouTube streets. Lala has been a member of KendyK's crew. And when I asked folks to level up to the core crew, she did just that. Thank you, Lala, for being a member on my channel for 10 months. And friends, I kid you not, Gemini Diva, I know for sure, was the first member of KendyK's crew, and Lala was the second. Thank you for being you, and thank you for helping us to moderate this stream. Friends, it's just like I always get super excited, friends, when we're on the prize days, because it's just a good time. It's just a good time and a great place, friends. Oh, here's a question from Sammy. How long did it take you to reach 1,000 subscribers? I'm focusing on success stories of famous people. Well, it took me, let me see, at my 750 subscriber party, which I believe happened in, I'm going to say May. At my 750 subscriber party, sometime in May 2025, if I'm not mistaken, I had my 750 subscriber party on a Sunday, and by on a Sunday morning before church, and by Monday night, I had over 1,000 subscribers. What you're going to find is it's going to take you a minute to get the first 100. And if you got them overnight or in a few days, that means you were doing everything the right way. That means you had good content with good thumbnails and good titles and probably even some hashtags. That's the way to grow your channel. And get out in the YouTube streets. Get to know other folks. Okay? And in order to get out in the YouTube streets and for other folks to know you and your content friends, you've got to get down in the comments and engage with others. Find safe spaces like ShopTalk. ShopTalk is for sure, for real, a safe space for content creators to connect, collaborate, and grow their channels. And so, y'all, what you're going to find is to get those first 50 subscribers, you're going to put in some work. But then to get the next 50, to get to 100 subscribers, you're going to find it takes far less time and it's going to be much easier. And it's like that for every 100 or so subscribers or so. To get from 100 subscribers to 250, it's going to happen just like that, as long as you remain consistent. Okay. And friends, when you can't upload a long form video or go live, what you ought to be doing every time is dropping a community post, letting folks see what you're having for supper, telling folks where you're headed to. Take a picture. Y'all, if you see the sun's out or you're having a rainy day at your house, open the door, open the blinds. Take us a picture. We want to get a peek into your world. Just tell us a little something to keep yourself in the YouTube algorithm. Look, friends, I started my YouTube channel at 48 years of age. Went the whole year, first year on YouTube, never even reaching 100 subscribers. And y'all, this is why I've learned a whole lot as a YouTube content creator. And so I am sharing all that I've learned. And I invite you to share the things that you've learned. And we can put those things together and everybody can grow their channel faster. And it'll be more fun. It has been so much fun once I was able to connect with other YouTubers, small YouTubers like myself, in order to grow my channel. Yeah, because then we can ask each other questions. We can talk about how are you doing it versus how I'm doing it. And then folks can decide what's right, what feels right for me and my channel. Kyle says he loves going out and exploring different restaurants. Yes, sure does. Sure does. Question from Reset with CC. Should you pin your comment or someone else's comment? You can do both. Just pin something, okay? Do both. Sometimes I pin folks' comments, and sometimes I pin your great comments. If you put out a great comment, and to me, during a live stream, when I put your comment up on the screen, to me, that's my idea of real time pinning your comments. But friends, once this live stream closes, then we go back to the video on demand, the replay of this video. And so I'll be on the lookout for really good comments. And I already told you that I want to make sure that I pin some content and tell people about the Hype program. If you're not familiar with how to hype a small creator, that's a creator who has fewer than 500,000 subscribers. And y'all, when you hype a creator, a small creator, that gives them a boost in the algorithm, and it gives us more impressions of our content sent out all over the globe. So I encourage you to share out content from your channel and to hype small creators, especially creators that you know, especially if you vibe with the content, if you're connected with the content, and you think other folks would like to see it, go ahead and hit that share button or hit that hype button. Yeah, so you can do either or. The point is when you pin a comment, and how do you pin a comment, friends? Once you type a comment, there are 3 dots at the end of your comment. Once you hit enter, okay, once you actually type the comment and you submit the comment, there are 3 dots there. If you click on those dots, it'll say pin the comment. That means pin it to the top of your chat. Pin it to the top of your chat, and it'll stay there so that everybody that rolls into your content and they look down into your comments, they will see your pinned comment. I often also include at least one link to something on my channel. Friends, it's about that time. We are out of time. What a great question. Thank you for dropping that question. Gemini Diva says taking notes and learning. And friends, I want to make sure that we are ready for our prize pick. So let me make sure that I want to, speaking of pinning a comment, I want to make sure that I have pinned a comment so that you all can join me. I want to make sure that you all can join me over for the prize pick. And we're going to be moving that into that in just one moment. So let me make sure that you all have that pinned to the top of your chat. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day, and this is Shop Talk. This is our space to connect, collaborate, and grow our channels to and through full monetization. If you are seeking monetization, go ahead and drop some $ in that chat for me. Who is thinking about becoming a monetized YouTuber? Set some goals for yourself and put it out into the YouTube atmosphere, especially in a safe place like Shop Talk. We're going to help you reach those goals. Stick and stay with Shop Talk is the way to go and grow your channel. I'm your host, KendyK, all day. We're going to be wrapping up this live stream, and we're going to go straight into our prize pick. I'll be starting a new live stream to clarify. But first, I want you to get that link to that so that you can join us. And again, to pin a comment, you just go in, type your comment, and click on the 3 dots to the right-hand side of your comment and click pin message. And there's a thumbtack icon there. And so, friends, we've got that Amazon gift card that might get boosted every time we land on the boost. That Amazon gift card will get boosted by $5. And then we've got the Pretty Little Things gift set. And friends, that is the basis of that gift set. But friends, if you know anything about KendyK's prizes, you're going to get lots of extra surprises in the mail along with those items. And I'm calling that the Pretty Little Things gift set. What other prizes, KendyK, are you offering? Well, we've got prizes going all the way up to valued at $150. Yes, it's going to be a mega giveaway today. And friends, we're starting with a $75 prize worth $75. You're going to get a customized thumbnail and post image. And so a post image, we keep talking about making sure that you post when you don't have a long form video or a live stream going out on your channel. Something that we've learned to do over here to grow our channel and keep us in the YouTube algorithm is that you would just do a community post instead. And so what I created for Gemini Diva as one of her birthday presents is created this custom post image for her to use on her own channel. And y'all check out Gemini Diva. And it was my pleasure to create that for her in honor of her birthday. And I've got one more surprise birthday gift for Gemini Diva, and she's going to get that awarded to her during our prize pick happening next. Y'all, I have pinned that link to the top of the chat, so I hope that you will join me here shortly. And someone else is also going to get a personalized thumbnail. That means it's a beautiful thumbnail. I'll make sure that it looks just like you. You can even tell me what content that you want me to use for that. Maybe you have a special long form video that you've been working on, or an upcoming live stream. But we'll work it on out, and you'll get a customized thumbnail and post image. And friends, we've got more prizes. Yes, KendyK, more prizes, y'all. The grand prize this month for our prize patrol will be 1 week of YouTube coaching with KendyK. 1 week of YouTube coaching with KendyK. And what I know for sure is your channel is going to grow, and you're going to get so much learning, because I'm going to be working with you one-on-one. Friends, if you do not win, go ahead and point your cell phone towards this QR code to get more information about YouTube coaching. But one lucky creator is going to win 1 week of YouTube coaching with KendyK. That means for 1 week, I'm going to be supporting you one-on-one behind the scenes, and that's going to include a channel review. And you're going to get a 30-minute strategy call. We can do that by phone or by Zoom. Or we can do FaceTime, whichever you prefer. And friends, you're going to get that 1 minute strategy call. And friends, you're going to get a customized action plan that I will use to support you, to help you get your channel moving and grooving in the right direction. Hey there, 60 plus and Sophie. How are you, my friend? Kyle Vlog said he is reaching for 3,000 subscribers. And if I'm not mistaken, Kyle Vlog, he's got a birthday coming up here soon as well. Lala is updating us on her monetization journey, y'all. You need 3,000 watch hours on your long format content and your live streams with 500 subscribers to reach initial monetization. Initial monetization will get you access to having memberships on your channel, and it will open up the opportunity for you to allow gifts, super stickers, and super chats. That means you can start to begin to get some revenue on your channel. Y'all, she is 30 watch hours away. Thank you for that wonderful update, Lala. I appreciate y'all, friends. And so I'm telling you, I love her podcast, and it helps me as I'm doing some house cleaning today on this great Sunday. Because y'all, it's pouring rain out. It's pouring down rain outside. So I'm going to be on the inside, and I don't mind at all catching up on my High Vibe Coaches content. Hey, it's Stash Cash. Welcome in, friend, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us, y'all. So make sure y'all check out. We're just about out of here, friends, and make sure that you're joining me for our monthly members only prize pick. But all are welcome. Come in, see who wins this $150 prize.
It's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. KendyK all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master.
See y'all in just a second on the monthly prize pick. We're going live in about 5 minutes. Meet me there. Meet me there. It's KendyK all day.